G'day everyone, how you going? Just for something different, I'm working on the 80 series. I just got a lot of piddly little stuff to do. Let's do it. It's pretty dry. I'll just squirt a bit of that in there, see how it looks. This stuff's a bit of a dry lube. Let's see if that makes it any better. The going up's not so bloody good. I wonder if that motor's on its way out. So all those windows are working reasonably well. Not as well as I'd like them to, but I just haven't got the time to be stuffing around with them, making them 100%. So I reckon 85 to 90% is probably good. Next. So I didn't film it. That replacement strut is in. Gotcha. Ow, that hurts. Undo that. All right, loosen that off. Fuel pissing everywhere. Just what I need. Undo this electrics. Oh, I'm getting sick of undoing plugs. And there's that. All out of the way. And the last one. There we go. Alright, so we got the whole unit out of the car. Just gonna have to be really careful with undoing some of these screws here. Make sure I put the right ones back in the right spots. There we go. There's a new fuel level sender fitted, ready to go, all screwed in. Didn't strip any of those screws, which I'm very happy about. For comparison, that's the old one. That is knackered. Don't know if we'll hear it on the camera, but it is really bloody noisy. I'll just fit that back up and give it a start. Hopefully the fuel gauge will work. Fuel pickup, pump and sender is all refitted, ready to go. Let's see if it actually works. Let's see if I get any readings on the dash. Oh, look at that. I've got a fuel gauge. Car's running. You beauty. Fuel gauge is working. Pretty damned happy about that. Put stuff in and it actually works. So I thought I'd just see if spare wheel fits inside the blast cabinet, and it does. So I'm almost up to pulling the dash out. I really don't want to pull that dash out though. Tomorrow's another day. See you tomorrow. Oh, got the sandblaster cabinet going. Looks like it's cleaning up pretty well. Come up pretty good. I'll run that down to the tyre fitters next week and get that tyre fitted, and that should be a goer. So the weekend, a few mates of mine who run the Hard Yards podcast went down and went to have a bit of a punch on in the podcast royale run by the Alpha Blokes. I think it was down in Surface Paradise, and yeah, this is how the boys went. They did reasonably well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 3-round war, we go to jury decision. The winner by split decision, and the blue corner, Cody
black trunks, Bam Bam. He's not wearing high ankle shoes. Is that a danger?
Touches over his ankles, Tom.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus,
bad.
this is going to get bad. You got to swing, son. You got to swing.
You gotta swing, you
I
man.
got to swing. Oh, he's down.
Ladies and gentlemen, declare the winner with a knockout in the first round, Robert Huston.
So there you go, the boys did pretty well. So congratulations guys on your win. So one of the niggling problems I found with the 80 series, as you've probably seen in the previous video, is the front end bounces, and I'm thinking that it's just the shocks that are in it are either seized up or just way too heavy. So I've pulled out these TJMs out of the donor, whacked them in. Right, so that's the first original shock that's come out. Don't know what brand it is, I don't think it's even branded. What I've already noticed is it doesn't want to expand. Like it doesn't want to come back out. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty ordinary. This is the TJM I pulled out of the donor for that side. And that seems to be doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So let's see if that makes any difference. All right, so we got that first one up in place. It's up there. So I'll just back the bottom bush and the nut on, and then move to the top. These aren't real hard to put on. I'm not about to stick new stuff on when I've got perfectly good used stuff. Don't have to stuff around with that. So we'll just move up to the top and do that up. Then this side's all completely done. So that's the top of our shock absorber. It's all gone into the right spot. I'm just using the original bushes. They're still in good nick and they're neoprene, so might as well use them. Snip it up. And throw the camera away, and then that's all done. Yeah, even just backing out, I can tell. Still a bit stuttery. No, that's heaps better. So the problem was those shock absorbers, they were seized up. That feels much, much better. Not doing any pig rooting over the little bumps. It's riding nice and smooth. Which makes me very happy. I'm gonna have to change that exhaust. Running rough and missing an idle. Not sure. But it's overall driving pretty well. I've just been doing a little bit of a tinker off camera. I'll set up these drive-in lights. This is not going to be the final bull bar. It's just there for the sake of having it there so I can do stuff. And have a bumper bar on it at least, so when I do register it, which is going to be pretty soon, it's going to have something there. I've also got this light bar which I haven't set up yet. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep that. So I've done my best to keep this as neat as possible. There's the connection in there for to the lights. That's my power. And there is an inline fuse in this, so I'm not sort of going half-assed at this. All runs down here to this relay, and I've tried to keep everything as neat as I possibly can. I mean, the wiring in an 80 series is a bloody mess to start with, but I'm just trying not to create more mess. It's all wired into the dash. So there's my power switch. on off, fits nicely into the existing holes. And oh, that's pretty bloody bright. And go off high beam, back onto high beam. That's high beam. Yeah, works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the way that's worked out. It's nice and tidy. I do know I have to pull this dash out. So why am I doing it? Because I did want to pull the dash out and I wanted to do something. I'm getting closer and closer to having to pull this dash apart, and I still don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to. Just to replace that switch. But it's got to be done. I think the last thing I'll do in this video is I'll replace the header pipe, the little muffler. I don't know if it's a catalytic converter or not. Might be, but it's all, yeah, it's got holes in it. It's pretty well shot. So I've got a good one in the donor. So down here, I don't know if we can see much. No, we can't really see much. But we've got a good set of header pipes and good muffler. Got all the bits and pieces I need. I've got all the seals, I've got all the gaskets, everything I need to do that. So I think I'll do that. There's not a lot of room to work in here, so I'm going to put the silver 80 outside, and we'll get in and we'll pull the header pipe out of that. Well, get this first flange undone. Right, so up in here we've got to undo that. That is the O2 sensor. It's a pain in the arse with all this dirt flying. I think it's just full of dirt. There. Ah, gotcha. Well, that was a lot harder than it needed to be. No, that's not working. So we're going to make it shorter. Gotcha. This one's actually got a lot more fittings on it than the other one did. Much harder to get out. Well, this is probably going to want to fall out now. Snap that off. Snap both of them off. It actually helps when you get everything undone. It's been held in by that wire. Slip right out now. Look at that. There we go. Nice replacement header pipe for the 80 series that's sitting out there. We're under the silver 80 now, and this should come out a damn sight easier than the other one did. There we go. It's a little bit tighter onto this car. It's not quite as lifted as the other one. Gotcha. So that's the two exhaust systems. I'm going to keep that O2 sensor. The rest of this one is crap. It's full of holes. This one's in far better condition, so I'll use that. This one, even the bracket there is rusted off, so that one's a pile of junk. So I want to see if I can save this mount here. See if we can get this one undone without breaking it. Oh yeah, that's coming undone. Nice. Sweet. That's what I want to see. Missing a... That one's missing a nut on the top. So I'm going to see if I can scavenge these two nuts. Just going to want to squirt. See how it's slipping. Let's see if we can basically free these up, loosen them off without breaking the bloody things. Okay, so that's set for about 20 minutes. See if I can get these out. Oh. It's coming out nice and easy. You beauty. What's the other one like? Oh, that's a bit tighter. Gotcha. Excellent. Scavenge those two nuts. Right, here we go. This is the last thing to do on this job. Put that sensor back together. And that's as attached as it's going to get at the moment. The exhaust system is now complete again. So it's all complete all the way down to there. Might fire this thing up and see how it sounds. It's got to be better than it was. It better be better than it was. Oh, I think I'm too old for this shit. I need a hoist. It's crawling around under cars. On the ground, it's just got friggin' hairs on it. Okay, let's see how this goes. Well, that sounds heaps better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Woohoo! Well, that's for me for tonight. I think I'll end this video here, so thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, drop us a comment, and give us a like. Cheers all. Bye.